every journey is different. Everyone's body is different. Your comorbidities are different. Your challenges are different. What you're going through in your health journey is different. Comparison is the thief of joy, guys. Comparison is the thief of joy. So while we're consuming this content, I just really encourage you not to compare your journeys. I really do. We can motivate each other. We can give each other great advice. But please, please don't compare. Hey everyone, how are you? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sweet Tea. I'm a singer on a weight loss journey, and this is the Turtle Diaries. Welcome. I know I signed off and y'all thought you'd never see me again, and yeah, I considered that. But there were a few comments that really touched my heart from this community, and I have decided that I'm going to try to check in with you at least once a month and keep in touch with you on my journey. Even though life has become a lot, I think I can handle checking in once a month and telling you my weight loss updates and what's happening in my life, and just continuing to share the journey in a different way, right? I just get so much value from this community, and I don't want to call all of you out that encouraged me to continue to share, but thank you for those of you who did. It really made me feel like even though my contribution is small, it's effective, and honestly, sharing with you all helps me continue to be accountable and to continue to, look at all the things that matter and are relevant in this GLP-1 community. And boy, has it been a busy month without me. Gosh, so much has happened. So let's get into it. First, this is truly a Turtle Diaries, okay? I know some of you are like, you're not a turtle. Okay, girl, no, you're not a turtle. We've seen you lose weight. You ain't ever stalled. You this, you that. You lose a pound and some change a week, sometimes two. Yeah, and again, that is true. I have had really great successes along this journey, but I've also, yes, stalled several times in several different places of the journey. I have been stalled now. I mean, the weight is moving again, and I'll get into that with you. But I always said that my expectations for weight loss has been a pound a week, which medically is great, healthy weight loss. But in the GLP-1 community, yeah, we turtles. We are considered turtles, which are slow responders or regular responders to using a GLP-1 medication for weight loss. And I have videos about that in my library in my journey along the way. I've shared with you. Yeah, I'm just not going to be one of those people to lose 100 pounds in a year. And hey, congratulations to all of you that have. I know, I'm not going to shout you out by name, but I know there are so many of you that are seeing 60 pound, 70 pound, 90 pound weight losses within the first year of taking a GLP-1 medication. And that's awesome. And I celebrate your wins. I do. It's just that on this channel, there has to be a little place on the internet for someone to say hey, but it's cool if you're not going to get to that 100-pound weight loss. It's cool, sis. It's cool, bro, if you're looking at 1 pound a week. Because guess what? There are 52 weeks in a year. I'm coming up on my year. I'm in my 50th week. So 2 weeks from now, I will be at 1 year. And so 52 weeks in a year, that's 52 pounds when you're only losing a pound a week. And yeah, I am very close to that. I'll tell you right now, my current weight is 226.6 pounds. So since I left you last, I have lost 2.6 pounds. And I've been gone like a month, guys. Yeah, weight is very much stalled. not stalled. It's just we're down into like the point 2, the point 4, the point whatever's per week. I know a lot of us feel like, hey, a loss is a loss. That's cool. But honestly, I decided to reach out to my provider. It was my time for my yearly checkup, my annual checkup anyway, and run some numbers. I asked them to do a full workup, a new blood test. I want to know what's going on with my body. I am on Tirzepatide and I have been using a compound medication. I know there's a lot of drama surrounding that right now, but I haven't had any trouble getting my meds. And as all of you know who have followed my journey, I have a good stockpile of medication that I'm able to pull from. I am currently on 15 milligrams. Yes, the last time we spoke, I believe I was on 12.5, but I did titrate up. And I decided to do that based on a really, really great conversation that I had with my provider about, the effectiveness of these GLP-1s happening at high doses, right? So we had a good conversation. I did get a full physical, and I also got my fresh blood work. And there's some victories, and then there are some challenges that I came across. It was a time for me where I was very busy with work. I was having some family challenges, and then I had gotten this health diagnosis that I really felt overwhelmed by. And so that's the reason why I said, hey guys, I think I need to table sharing the journey. Yeah, this community, honestly, I couldn't have even lost the 54 pounds without you guys. I know that. I realize that what we all are doing for each other, it's a form of therapy. It's a form of support. It is, the equivalent to someone who maybe has struggled with alcohol or drugs, going to like an AA meeting. We kind of do that here on the internet together, right? We're in the comments for like, girl, I've lost this much time. You're so encouraging. It's just really a place where we can be together and talk through what we're going through on these weight loss journeys. So yes, I'm a turtle. I know I saw a really great interview with Dave Knapp in Downsizing Diva, and he's an admitted turtle. He's like, I've lost this much in this amount of time, and everyone, is giving me advice on what to do. But the fact of the matter is that every journey is different. Everyone's body is different. Your comorbidities are different. Your challenges are different. What you're going through in your health journey is different. Comparison is the thief of joy, guys. Comparison is the thief of joy. So while we're consuming this content, I just really encourage you not to compare your journeys. I really do. We can motivate each other. We can give each other great advice. But please don't compare. It is the kind of the proverbial nail in the coffin. It really can be discouraging when you're seeing people losing so much faster than you, and you start asking why. Well, I am glad that I asked why. I am glad that I have a provider who supports me, who looked at my numbers, who looked at my journey. She honestly was blown away when I had my checkup. She's like, you've done so well on these meds. I'm really, really impressed that you haven't given up, or I see all the lifestyle changes. Just so you know, my blood work, I was going into this journey, I was at 6.3 was my A1C. My A1C is now 5.3. So cue applause track, right? Like a A1C of 5.3, that is unheard of in most of my adult life. I've never been under 5'9" or 6. It's always been high. And so I was on the verge of full diabetes diagnosis, and now I'm not even pre-diabetic, so that is a win. My cholesterol previously was 220 total cholesterol, and now I'm at 180, so which is in range. Under 200 is where they want you to be, and I'm at 180, so my cholesterol has dropped drastically. But so yeah, the numbers were numbering. Okay. My doctor was blown away by the progress that I had made, and so I was like, so what do you think about, the rate of loss? And of course, as a medical doctor, she thought it was incredible that I'm just on target, 1 to 2 pounds a week. Thought that was amazing. Of course, I told her there are people losing a lot more weight, and what can be going on with me. And she did have one concern that came up in my blood work. I have very low, I'm anemic, and very low ferritin levels, which was a red flag. And so what she told me, and honestly, I was debating whether or not to get into this on this channel because it's a weight loss channel and not like another kind of health issue channel. And like, shout out to those of you who are sharing these other health things happening to you, but I had to take some time to decide on if I wanted to do that. That I have a very, very large fibroid that has grown larger and is causing me other health issues, right? I am trying right now to decide if that's something I wanted to deal with surgically. She really thought that the growth and the size of this thing is contributing to the slower weight loss because it signals that there's some hormonal things going on with me. That thing is big. So, like, honestly, if we subtracted how large this thing is, I'm probably much closer to 200 pounds than the scale is saying. Not to joke, I can joke about it now, but I was pretty upset about it last month, right? And so, yeah, there are other issues now, things that I have put forward that are much more important than fast, swift weight loss. Am I still eating healthy? Absolutely. Do I still stay on my tracking of my food? Yes. I'm still doing daily movement and hit cardio with my sisters on the weekend. Absolutely. But I think my focus this month has been trying to figure out how to treat a medical issue that I just became aware of, right? I didn't know about it. I have to do research now in that direction. I'm also looking at the medical options to figure out, what to do next. Do I want to do surgery or they have other treatments? So yeah, that's just taken a lot more of my time and focus off of, oh my God, how fast can I lose weight? I ultimately got on these medications for better health, not just weight loss. And I have accomplished that. I am much healthier than I was a year ago. And now I have some other things that I need to be dealing with. So that's the full story. That is all the tea from Sweet Tea, okay, on why I just had to take a step back from content creation for the moment. Because, yeah, I think we all have to avoid overwhelm. Stress is not good for any of the wellness and weight loss goals that we have. And so, yeah, I took a step back and, yes, I could have been in your comments sharing about this woman's issue that I'm having, but honestly, I didn't want to. I'm a person who needs time. And also, the fact that I have even come to share my journey publicly online is a small miracle because I'm a pretty private person in my real life. So, yeah, but y'all are amazing, and I really feel like as my community, I wanted to continue to be super transparent with you and tell you what's been going on and how I'm doing. So thank you all that have reached out for that. I appreciate you so much. In other news, yeah, compounds. Wow, they're under attack. Told ya. No shade. No, the compounds are under attack. But I've always been pretty transparent that you needed to stockpile. You needed to be buying medication as you can, which I've done. You need to have a couple of resources. Like I heard what went on with Mochi Health, and I still think that they're a great provider. But I I had other companies that I was working with. I've always had other companies that I've been working with to secure my medication. Yeah, I ain't loyal. I ain't loyal. Okay. Uh, just keeping it 100. I had a relationship with Amble. I had a relationship with Mochi. I also still am a member of Fridays. Yeah, the most reputable companies that I could see, discern, get information about. Yeah, I locked in those relationships. And so when, Mochi deliveries were lagging, I order from Amble, no problem. Dave Knapp gave a great answer on, what is going to happen with compounds. And I thank you for that, Dave. I know you probably don't watch my content, but if you do, thanks. Because I think a lot of compound users are freaking out and like, whoa, what do I do? He likened it to kind of like a faucet that is going to slowly run dry, right? And then you'll slowly just see that, the marketplace for compounds has shrunk, and there might be only a couple of ways that you can obtain compound medication. It won't be as widely available as it currently is. And I love that answer because that's exactly what I suspected. I have some great resources right now, both in the telehealth world and then here in California. Obviously, we are I'm near adjacent to Hollywood. So there are, concierge doctors and people here that obviously it's a little bit more expensive, but that can provide compound medication. I haven't gone that route yet, but I could. And then also, I think as I get to my goal weight, and again, I have about 40 pounds more to get to my goal weight. My goal is 180 pounds. I know that that's heavy to some, but I am, just to be transparent, I'm a sister. And I'm a lightly colored sister, but I am a sister. And I prefer to keep my curves. So I'm not going to lose weight and then lose all the curves. That's just not my testimony. I don't want it. I don't want it. Okay. So my goal weight is 180. And so that means I have another 40 or so pounds to lose for I'll be like first at a healthy BMI. Because I think 180 is that point where I'm at a healthy BMI. I think you're still considered overweight, but BMI is healthy. So that is what I decided with my doctor where I want to land. That said, yeah, I'm all set for at least 6 months with compounded medication. And again, I'm not loyal. I have several companies and several resources that I'm using to get a hold of the medication and to continue for continuity of treatment. And again, I am always willing and able to sign up for Lilly if I need to and get it direct. I don't want to pay cash. I think that $650 a month is atrocious. Obviously, I'm at the 15 milligram dose, so that is, the most expensive dose. Obviously, when I get to 180 pounds, I will titrate down likely, so my maintenance dosage might be lower and maybe more affordable at the time I get there. But based on my overall goals and the rate of how I lose weight, this is a 2-year journey for me. Okay, I'm likely not going to be in maintenance for another year, guys. And that's okay. I wanted to say that point to you because you're seeing people accomplish their goal in a year. And I know you might be coming up on your year and you're nowhere near your goal. I want to encourage you. How long did it take you to get to the overweight starting weight that you got to? I was 280 pounds. See the picture? This is where I'll put it back up. I was 280 pounds. I, as a child, was overweight. My first kind of realization that I was different than others, I was 8 years old, right? I was a chubby child. I'll put a chubby child picture of me here. I was a chubby child. and chubby throughout high school, college, my young adult years, and then I got married and had kids. I'm looking at a lifetime of obesity. And if it takes me 2 years to be at a healthy weight and find a way to maintain that, worth the time, right? 2 years? Minuscule in the amount of years that I've spent obese and morbidly obese. So I think we all have to sort of level set with ourselves and be kinder to ourselves about our journey. I'm fine if this takes 2 years. Totally cool. And is it expensive? It is, but it's already an investment that I've been willing to make. I feel really good 54 pounds down. I feel like I'm pretty cute too. At this weight. If I didn't lose another pound for another year and it took me 3 years, okay, fine, right? I feel like we got to level set with ourselves and bring down the calm, which is what I've always done on this channel, which is let's really think about the amount of time we've spent in larger bodies. And, a 2-year investment into changing your life fundamentally feels worth it to me. So that's kind of what I wanted to say to you today, is just give yourself grace. I'm now much healthier and I feel better, but I do know I've still got weight to lose, but I'm okay with it taking the time that it does, especially now that I've got to, figure out some other things that are happening with me physically. And I will report back again in a month. I'll come back to you with an update. Thank you all that have still been checking on my videos and watching. I'm like, how is my subscriber count going up? I stopped talking to y'all, but you're still there. So I appreciate you guys. I do. So that is the Turtle Diaries update. I wish you the best on your journey. I will come to you once a month. That is totally doable. And I plan on doing that. When I drop my videos might change a bit just based on my schedule or appointments or whatever else I got coming up. I am looking forward to your comments. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. That's my little comment song. And I'm happy to answer any questions and give you encouragement on your journey as however long it takes for you to accomplish your health goals. I am rooting and cheering for you. If you waited till the end of the video, you're going to get the song of the month. I had to go put my glasses on, which are weird. They're weird, but I had to put my glasses on because I don't know the lyrics perfectly, but I wanted to sing you guys this so that you have something to stand on this month. Okay, while you're on your weight loss journey. So what do you do when you've done all you can and it seems like it's never enough? And what do you say when your friends turn away and you're all alone? Tell me, what do you give when you're giving your all and it seems like you can't make it through? Well, you just stand when there's nothing left to do. You just stand, watch the Lord see you through. 'Cause after you've done all you can, you just stand. Love you guys. Have a great month. I'll see you soon. God bless.